First, the headlines. Until a constitutional safeguard is granted, the state government shall continue striving for protecting and guarding of the state Manipur, CM and Biren Singh said. Three days Manipur Science Congress 2024 with Science and Technology for Sustainable Manipur kicks off today. Common question pre-board class 10 examination concludes today. Only 2 days left for 1 month completion of UAL relay hunger strikes. However, no fulfillment of demand yet. Assam Rifles launch area domination patrols in Manipur's Jiribam, employ ED dog for threat detection. Hello, welcome to ELITETV. You're watching Primetime English News. Now, the news in detail. Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh has stated that until a constitutional safeguard is granted by the central government, the state government shall continue striving for protecting and guarding of the state Manipur. Further, the campaign of war on drugs shall continue until the menace of drug is rooted out from the soil of Manipur. The statement was made today, the 13th December, during the inaugural function of the 2 days function of the Manipur Indigenous Peoples Cultural Exchange Festival at the Chadong village under Kamjong District, Manipur. The festival is being organized by the Indigenous Peoples Forum Manipur under the supervision of the Tourism Department, Government of Manipur, on the theme of Manipur United by Diversity. The inaugural function was also attended by the Works and YAS Minister Govindas Kwanthausam, Animal Husbandry and Veterinary and the Transport Minister Hasim Vasum, Medical Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan, CAF and PD Ministers Laisang Tem Susindro Meite, Hill Area Committee Chairman Dinganglung Gangmai, MLAs Lossi Diko, MLA Jangyam Lungpan Mai, MLA Ramoiba, Tourism Corporation of Manipur Limited Chairman MLA GH Shyam Kumar and other senior officials of the state. As a part of the inaugural function, various cultural shows by the members of different communities were showcased. Speaking during the events, Chief Minister Biren Singh further stated that during ancient times, our lands and boundaries were guarded by our ancestors using swords and spears only. Use of guns and other weaponry is very new, which came into use with the coming of British. However, today's generation has forgotten the courage and valors of our great ancestors. He stressed that we need to recognize our enemies and friends and noted that during these hard times, when innocent peoples are being killed and attacked, some are still engaging in playing blame games upon the ruling government. He cited that the current BJP government is committed to correct all the wrongs and mistakes committed by the early government, and is further committed to protect and safeguard the communities which are on the verge of extinction. He continued that since his becoming of the Chief Minister, he has been striving to bring back the bond of mutual love, affections and cooperation between the hills and the valleys by organizing Go to Hill campaign. He stressed that his governments will leave no stone unturned to work towards bringing overall developments and prosperity for the states of people and for the states and the people of Manipur.
Sume mamang da ujadi sangi hogi matam da jatra hulamme adu loisallamdre sabasu ithingai na holamdre tongnare adu ai la amnina ai damju loisange duga khun mayam su kana ba pihansi haidana adu gi process ama lor matungda Bharat Sarkar hana yum ama hongbagi yum ama pirame ground ama leibagi ground ama pirame aina kana gumba matana yum thugairaga saningde kana gumba matana yum magi hana gi leiba khun honingde aduna madu humanity ground galoina na madu ge exceptional loiba situation ni kun honga ka chatpai je ngasi asida uri je church a ising matonda leiri sini aduna ising de luppa ga leiri se aduna madu aina torkana uchin national bharat sarkar da haina raga yum amagi mamando hena chawu yum sajasano na ani ani gi adugi chang de hengat ka dabani
leite ngisi pomada amata oina nungsi chana koi liminari adu ide koi kari ki punbu yadaba masi indigenous ki festival ni indigenous nataba singi to de akoi khangde indigenous ti marak de indigenous community de irang leitabni na akoi da conflict leitabne akoi di everywhere akoi pungani akoi chamina gani adu ki tamakta masi ki message na Manipur da leminari ba indigenous punamak se amata oina leminari chaminari haibagi message to na Manipur da si irang leibase muthatbo oiresnu haibagi pambai da ngasi festival sin
Thank you so much.
Indigenous people forum Manipur na collaboration tawraga tourism department da tainap tawraga akoi tawbani masigi tawba arthadi chadong ase effective oiraga nauna tarakpa khuni maside indigenous people khodimak Manipur leire lak laga leimina ba yaba aduga adugi platform ama create tawraga akoi amaga ama thokatmina ba nuksi chana lepagi kainoda akoi lepa haibagi pambai da akoi ngisi festival ase sinjabani
ngasi dagi haudana numi dini chukna pangthokliba festival asina yalhongai dagi leireklaba akoi kangno fulut khudingmaksi amuka nauna nungsi chana leiminaba yanabagi damakta hairiba akoi gi nungsi chana leiminanabagi pandamda masigi festival asi pangthorpani masi sina koi Manipur da ihan boina pangthopani masigi festival asina akoi leiminari ba chingtam anigi nungsi chana badu amuka hanjilaktuna mamangai degi dumak nungsi chana leinaраклабасу haikiba haukiba English and Manipuri hundagi me hundagi haudana koi hariba chadong hariba mapam asi changba ngamna tapatana tana koi haukiba chahi kharagi mamangdasu chadong hariba mapam asi da dam sabadagi koi ising thumkalaktuna ising ichauna maram oraga laibak thiba thongdok kaya ama thokre madi laibak thiba thongdok da me kya amasu laikidre madugi matung dai koi tapna lengakna semgat sagalaktuna koi mapam asi aduki matik phajaba mapam haibudu oire amadi miyam singna koi balak nabada yeng bada aduki matik phajaba mapam adusu oire madi semitlon gi lamdasu hena chakhatuna afaba nungaiba jaga amasu oiribani hairiba mapam asida tourism department government of Manipur yemiting makada indigenous peoples forum Manipur na sintna pangthokliba festival asina ngasi saruk yaba lakliba kuki tongan ba music asina afaba nungaiba khunai amadu oiminarasi haiba ki yalfa pauzalagini birasi hiramasi ki matangda video journalist 79 galoni na paudam jaribi sana hemam elite news.
A 3 days events on science and technology under the banner of Manipur Science Congress 2024 for Sustainable Manipur being organized by Manipur Science and Technology Council and Manipur University Department of Zoology has kicked off today at the Manipur University Auditorium. The inaugural function of the 3 days event was attended by the Minister Thongam Biswarjit Singh, Vice Chancellor Manipur University and Lokendra Singh, former Vice Chancellor MUC Amuba Singh, former Vice Chancellors DM University and Raj Mohan Singh, Secretary Science and Technology IAS Hunjo Warsang. Speaking during the events as chief guest, Minister T.S. Biswarjit stated that the comfortable and a luxurious life that every human being wishes for can be granted and made possible by science and technology. He added that youths who are scientific oriented and have a flair for pursuing a career in science and allied stream, which such events shall be very beneficial to them. Regarding the achievements of India in the field of the medical science and space science, Minister T.H. Biswarjit stated that a minimum of 10 years is required to produce any vaccine for any ailments or disease. However, during the dreaded world pandemic of the COVID-19, India has successfully produced COVID vaccine just in 6 months' time, thereby saving millions of lives throughout the world. He continued that India's Space Research Organization, ISRO, is also playing major roles contributing in the field of space science globally.
What we need is science and technology. As the science and technology have the potential to transform a region or a nation. Aduna koi khwaidagi khoigi life ta nungaiba life ama hingdam gi damakta koi kari film isona what is God and what is nature. Some says God has given everything to us. Everything is available in our environment, in all around. The same thing nature has given us everything to develop by ourselves. Otherwise, when we see science ki matinga, when we see thijanba experimentally thought knowledge nyamdo, low and practical form da uthorakanda technology labor any practical purpose aduga societal purpose apai animaxi turga science and technology sinani develop tawduisi.
The common question pre-board class 10 examination being organized by all Manipur recognized private schools welfare association, which commenced from 22nd December, has concluded today. In today's concluding examination, 7 subjects of the optional subjects were held. Teams of the examination committee visited some of the examination centers and conducted surprise inspection. The said pre-board examination is set on the norms of the SSLC examination of the Board of Secondary Education, Manipur, and this examination provides a cutting edge to the SSLC examination preparing candidates, helping them to secure good marks in the final examinations. The said pre-board examination has been in practice for the 19 years. All Manipur recognized private schools and welfare association president L. Joy Kumant has expressed his thanks and gratitudes to all the CSOs, students, guardians and the governments for having extended all forms of support in making the examination a success. He further appeals to the concerned authorities to clear out the confusion which has been looming around the government of Bosham, keeping in mind the welfare of the students of the state.
Lakadriba sahi kaya dasu asingulaba examination si mai pangna pangthok pangamna ba honana bagi damakta Manipur da leriba tongan ba mipung khudimangna all Manipur recognized private school welfare association sinjariba asungla pre-board examination si sogat piu amadi pungning thogut piu haiduna akoina ngasigi asingulaba khudong chaba si lawjarakanda akoigi tongan ba school singna class 10 amadi 12 thagaduriba Mairoi singidamak yenga tongan school singna compulsory oina soidana school da legadabani school yu hostel da legadabani haidana tongan ba paisa ahen ba paisa lauraga akoi school singda namdana angang sing thambagi adung luba chanabi ama lalibasi all Manipur recognized private school welfare association condemn tawi aduna maruina akoi hauji Manipur gi leiba film si yenga school singna lokot pam thokpa maru ibadang lokot piu.
Just 2 days left to the completions of 1 month of the relay hunger strikes organized by the Uripukapun Balov, demanding a raise of the Kuki militants who are involved in the brutal murder of the 6 abducted Meitei individuals, including 1 8-month-old infant at the Jakuradhor, Jerbam district. However, arresting the Kuki militant is a far-off thing. There is no news of conducting any search or combing operations in the areas of the security forces to nab the perpetrators and to bring justice to the victims. Protesters of today's relay hunger strike expressed whether the state government is waiting for all Meiteis to be killed by the Kuki militants one by one or to die slow death without any justice served to the victims. Today's relay hunger strike was participated by the people from the Iroi Semba Club Maira, Punsi Lok, Langol, Gam Village Zone 1, 2, 3, Punsi Kul, and Nauremtong, Laistrom, Lairak. Caesar Hospital and Research Institute Langol has announced for providing free morning and evening OPD consultations beginning from the 16th December. The announcement was made today, the 13th December, by the Caesar Hospital and Research Institute Langol Managing Director Dr. K.H. Palint during a press meet held at the auditorium of the hospital. He added that this free OPD consultation service is going to be launched in order to provide the benefits of the medical treatments and other allied facilities to all the people of the state. He continues that free OPD consultations will be made available across various disciplines including dermatology, ENT, general medicine, general surgery, obstetrics and gynecology, ophthalmology, orthopedic, pediatrics, plastics and reconstructive surgery, psychiatric, respiratory medicines and physical medicines and rehabilitations as well. Further 20% discounts on laboratory diagnostic, 10% discounts on operation, 20% discounts on the general wards, bed charges, and 10% discounts on the vaccinations and the medicals shall also be provided for the benefits of all. He stated that he also added that the timing for the registrations free OPD consultations shall be made from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. The service will be available on all 6 days of the week except on Sunday. He further added that benefits under CMHT and the Ayushman Bharat cards shall also be available.
Medical College Hospital da no sen dia ahan bani sen dia ani subni atu golena na hospital based NAPL weba Manipur ihan han bani ai sing si India ki standard da yamna ana ki shape ko level da ka irkiba ni accreditation ni masigi service si quality shape ko service si home tiba ngamai se prajada ko si da basagi so commitment ama uiduna lai aduga nasi ikena season oil sisu Manipur ki praja akoi ba lai ba loksin region ki praja sijina oin bane ko khanjai aduga akoina hoji OPD ki ongtha ba aduga toma discount lai ba matam sida hana season dadi yeningba yengati ngaja ba kambu khradi soidana sigi akoi season pasang service in access to what pandane khali.
The farewell programs of the senior courses of the various sporting events, including swimming, basketball, athletics, producing various national and international players, were held today, the 13th December, at the Kuman Lampak Velodromes. The farewell function was organized by the Youth Affairs and Sports Coaches Association under the aegis of the Youth Affairs and Sports Department, Government of Manipur. The farewell function was attended by the Youth Affairs and the Sports Director T. Fulans Meite, Els Mega Barnasing, President Coaches Association Youth Affairs and the Sports, and Pari Toyhen Meite, Senior Finance Officer Youth Affairs and Sports, K. Santi Kumar Singh, Deputy Directors Administration Youth Affairs and Sports, and Els Anita Chanu, Assistant Director SP Youth Affairs and Sports. Speaking during the occasions, Youth Affairs and the Sports Director T. Fulans Meite expressed that most players in these states come from the poor families, and hence there is the need for the encourage of such talented sports persons by the concerned department, family members, guardians, clubs and others allied associations. He added that in order to ease the financial constraints involved in the traveling of the players to other states and outside India by the air travel, some schemes or the programs need to be formulated. He also stressed that though Manipur is regarded as a powerhouse of sport, there is a shortage of well-qualified coaches of the various sporting events. Hence, there is a need to appoint well-qualified coaches as well as for producing more numbers of talented and qualified players in the state that will bring laurel both at the national and international levels.
So, Brother Champion, I recommend team Sega. Koi runners up, I recommend team Sega. I would be Koi Meghalaya team Anisi, France, the Sun and the government. I do any requirement, ma'am, in the sanction, the regulated. Please give a big hand. Koi France, the Koi January, the Koi team the Sun and the Makta passport visa sat on the lady. At my token, discipline tongan ba ma'am since so ako'y loinabak achievement pasana pore ako'y usu hainaba lake tasu yare nagi cycling atom school games federation of India in tasu cycling ako'y national games ta medal khai ki contribute tawi cycle atom judo olympian khai puthoi hockey mai to na ako'y na discipline ma'am amam bandaga su ako'y sports ki contribution yam chauna porakli base ako'y Yasta Ladybug, coaches, PET, पुनमक सिगी अमदी स्टेकहोल्डर मैम सिंग सिगी अचौब थौदांग लौबी बगिने हाइबगी दमकता अयहागना यासकी कोचेस अमदी पीईटी बु ngamkhali kana thagachari akoi.
And now let's take a short break. Keep watching for more updates.
Free OPD camp for head and neck oncology. Raspberry City na kathok pagaloy na miyang giseva tawzabagi sarga moina. Lakliba December 12 taramari fawba ko kamadi nga ki cancer gamari lena na lem na shelting dan lain bagi OPD camp ma North Eusir Laiba Hospital asigi complex ta pangtok siragani. OPD gi matam na ayuk pung tara dagi hauraga numit yung mamatong pung ama fawbani. Camp asigi sarga mo oina lem na screening test kaya so pangtok siragani. Pangtok kadaba screening testing adudi mouth cancer, tongue cancer, thyroid cancer, nose and sinus cancer, throat cancer, voice box amadi salivary gland cancer ni mangjong na booking to bibusu yagani. Booking to bigyan ba mobile number na 9963131655 ni. Kudong saba si manghan bigano nasimag book to bihuro kanganjari ba Raspberry City North AOC Imphal.
Mobile furniture na lakliba wedding season asigi anaw ba contemporary wedding set furniture sing puduna lakchari loina na Manipur de ihan han ba oina wedding set laibi ba matamda 24 karat ki 5 gram ki gold coin free gift oina bizari
mayam lengsin biraktuna mobile furniture ki 3rd edition the great wedding sales gold offer asi pre-booking to biduna khudong jaba silobi ho
offer asi akupa information khambina ba idamakta sangai product laiba mobile furniture la lengsin biro.
Dynamic Student of the Year 2024.
Dynamic Groups of Institution.
Miyam giting bangaloy na.
Satliba academic session asidagi hauduna 2025 ta SSLC exam mayok nagadoriba students singi namakta khallaga
NEP 2020 de yumpham oiduna
Bosem gi syllabus amadi skill based co-curricular activities
jagoi isai storytelling poetry writing skills extempore amadi subject model explanation na chingbagi live performance ka
50-50 mark oigani
makok thonglaba nupa nupi mahiroida shilaibi amadi shilaiba haina mingtholaga loinana
Dynamic Student of the Year 2024
mangal naiba hayengi damak mating laiba ngasigi naharol sing
kawiraganu Dynamic Student of the Year 2024 lakadoriba December gi tarik 19 2024 asida pangthoklagani.
Welcome back after the break. Moving on with International Human Rights Days under the theme of Our Rights, Our Future Are Now. Right now has been observed today at a conference hall of CON's Palace Compound. The event was jointly organized by Community Network for Empowerment and Infal East District Legal Service Authority. Today's observation was attended by the Infal East Chief Judicial Magistrate Saro Kaibam Sadananda, Kangai Park Myra Chief Editor Wangkemcha Samjai, and CON President Rajkumar Nilini Kanta. Speaking during the event as chief guest, CJM Infal East Saro Kaibam Sadananda expressed that in order to avail the human rights, it is first important that we all know what our human rights are and how do this right works. Once we know the human rights, then only we can know whether we are getting the human rights or not. He further stressed that though India is a democratic country governed by the constitutions, the questions now arises whether the rule of law is being implemented in letter and in spirit in the states and in the country.
Constitution ni makala hing mani pagi hoi rule of law hai bati lai ni kadai ko lai ni ha to haji ki crisis ida is kitang questionable ulwani tawu as per our constitution koi the kari rights and title to every citizen every individual amada adu is a phangdabra yan ba ma adu ka phangda ta di koi kai dong ni kadai da chan ni hai ba ma adu matung na koi ki future se kai no to de ensure to de lewa adu na koi ki asi program se district legal service authority funds ka koi ki community network for empowerment collaborator ka pangthok sa bi na.
The Assam Rifles in Manipur Jirbam district launched an area domination patrols and search operations. They employ an explosive detection dog to enhance search capability in detecting potential threats, thereby bolstering the safety of troops and local residents. The meticulously planned operation was carried out in the general areas of the Narayanpur, Madhupur and the Gotai Khals on December 12, aiming to ensure the safety and security of the region, reaffirming Assam Rifles' commitment to maintaining peace and stability. During the operation, a road blockade at the Gotai Khals, which was disrupting movements and inconveniencing the local population, was successfully cleared. This action restored normalcy and facilitated unhindered movements in the area. Additionally, an unauthorized structures in the Gotai Khals was identified and dismantled to prevent its misuse for the unlawful activities and to maintain law and order. The operation was conducted with the precision and the professionalism without any untoward incidents, reflecting the dedications and expertise of the troops involved. Local residents express their gratitude toward the Assam Rifles for ensuring peace and safety in their community. Manipur's Ukhrul District Police, Forest Department, 18 Assam Rifles, and the District Administration of the state launched a joint operations, disrupting 110 acres of illegal poppy plantation in the Kamason's hill regions. The combined teams also burned down 8 huts that were found in the field under the Ukhrul PS jurisdiction. An FIR has been registered for further investigation. The operations comes as the Manipur police have made relentless efforts to fight against poppy cultivation. Loading the efforts of the security personnel, Chief Minister Biren Singh took to his official X handle and gave a shout out to the entire team for their tireless commitments against drug trafficking and illegal poppy cultivation. He stated, a huge shout out to the entire teams and the officials DZAR for their tireless commitments in combating these menace during this trying time. Your hard work and determinations are making a significant difference in safeguarding our future. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said that the treatment of the minorities in Bangladesh is a matter of concern for India. Speaking during the Lok Sabha on December 13, he stated that New Delhi hopes that Dhaka will take action for their safety. The minister says that India hopes that the new dispensations in Bangladesh will settle down to a mutually beneficial, stable relationship with India. Jaishankar said treatment of the minorities in Bangladesh has been a source of concern as there has been multiple incidents of attacks on them. We have drawn their attention to our concern. Recently, the Foreign Ministry Secretary visited Dhaka. This subject comes up in his meeting, and we expect that in its interest, Bangladesh will take actions for the safety of the minority, he says during the question hour. The minister says India has a good history of development projects in Bangladesh. In fact, when we speak about the neighborhoods first policy, almost every neighboring country except Pakistan and China, we have had important development projects, and that is the case with Bangladesh as well, he said. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we wrap up the headlines once again. Until a constitutional safeguard is granted, the state government shall continue striving for protecting and guarding of the states, Manipur, and Biren Singh said. Three days Manipur Science Congress 2024 with the Science and Technology for Sustainable Manipur kicks off today. Common Question Pre-Board Class 10 examination concludes today. Only 2 days left for 1 month completion of the UAL relay hunger strikes. However, no fulfillment of demands yet. Assam Rifles launch area domination patrols in Manipur Jeribam, employ ED dog for threat detection. Well, that's all we have for now. Thank you so much for joining with us and have a great night.